Scott, here at PSL Park, ahead of the game on Sunday against Hibernian, how are you and the squad looking forward to it?
Very much. Playing Hibs is always a great challenge, and we always look forward to the games. The fact that it comes as the first game after an extended break has meant that we've been looking forward to it for quite a while. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but one that we're looking forward to.
Obviously the reason for the extended break, one big thing going on this summer that you were a part of, the World Cup. What was it like being out there to see some of your players involved in that tournament?
Yeah, I was quite proud to look on and see the players that had worked so hard to make it to a major tournament, and such a great tournament it was as well. Throughout. It was well organised, the level was extremely high throughout all the nations, and it was nice to see them there and to be involved. Myself in some way was just great. Just a little bit disappointing obviously on how it all ended.
Obviously, as you spoke about, there was that disappointment towards the end of the Argentina game. I think it was hard for everybody to take, but as somebody that's coached those players that has then got to have them back in the squad for the next part of the season, what's it been like trying to remotivate them, if you like, for the second one?
Yeah, I think sometimes it can be difficult, but I'm really lucky because the players that I have are so experienced, they're so dedicated, and they know what football's all about for them and how to handle a tough summer, and obviously the highs and lows of football at that level, and they've come back in certainly motivated to play for Glasgow City and to do the best they can to keep us at the top.
In terms of, some people may have questioned, obviously there's so many players from down south and other countries. There was a large number of players obviously playing in SWPL. It makes me extra proud to see some of the players who play in this domestic league go over and excel in the World Cup as well. For people who maybe haven't watched the women's game at all, and maybe have watched a little bit of the World Cup and realised that the level is so high, that the competition was close, and that there were so many players in that Scotland squad that are on show on a weekly basis in Scotland and in our domestic league, and I think that's hopefully something that we get a kick on from. It was a great platform to use, and it's great to see so many people from the media here today to promote the game against Hibs on Sunday, and you would hope that will help us to get more bums on seats, and from there that's the way that you can spread the word that it's something that we want to grow in Scotland, and is justified in growing because the level and the commitment from the players is there. In terms of your squad, you've got players that have had the experience of the World Cup or the Under-19 Championships. You brought in quality in the sense of Rachel McLauchlan coming into the squad. How excited are you for the second half of the season based on the squad that you've got there?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think we have a good squad of players. It was fantastic to be able to bring Rachel in. She's 100% added to our squad in the quality department, and we always, as a club, we always are looking to be the best that we can be, and to make the squad, the players that are on the field, as good as they can be. This next half of the season is going to be tough because we've got so many competitions still yet to play in, the Champions League, the Scottish Cup, and obviously a lot of football left in the league, so it's great to make your squad as strong as you possibly can make it.
Coming into the game against Hibs, I know it's one that you'll absolutely want to win. It's always a tough game against Hibs, but the fact that you've got a bit of breathing room both on Hibs and Celtic in terms of points in the league, does that give you a little bit of confidence knowing that if it is a draw, that actually that's a big benefit to your side perhaps?
Rob, we don't really think about draws going into games, to be honest. Yeah, it's the nature of the beast, isn't it? We kind of have to win, no matter what game we go into, we kind of have to win, and that's the way that we always go into it. It'll be no different on Sunday. Whether there's a gap at the top of the table or not, it doesn't really matter. For us, we have to beat Hibs. It's just the way it is, and we'll look at the table after the event and we'll see where it all stands. But the players are looking forward to the game, and I know it's going to be a fantastic game for the spectators that do come to Petershill to watch.
in terms of the investment. It's been something that's been widely spoken about recently. Just to touch on it, as somebody who's senior in women's football, where would you maybe like to see some of the investment go from the success of the World Cup?
Well, I think we're talking about building the game in Scotland, so the infrastructure of the game in Scotland needs to improve. Help for training venues for clubs, academy structures, how we can improve those to get the best out of players, which means coaching also has to improve. There's lots of things in the infrastructure that need to improve, and it all costs money. But certainly a good understanding of where we are in terms of the women's game in Scotland would give us, I think, an understanding of where the money is needed the most at this moment. But I have to say that the product on show on a weekly basis in your elite league, it has to be extremely high if you want to draw people to the game in Scotland. So I think, yes, the infrastructure, yes, grassroots, I understand that it's very, very important, but I also think investment in the top league in Scotland is paramount, because it is a good product, but it can be made even stronger with some investment. And I think that some of the money, from in my opinion, has to go into the top league.
And just finally, obviously here at Petershill Park, it's the big game between yourselves and Glasgow, the only place to watch the World Cup players. What would you say to somebody who's maybe watched the World Cup to encourage them to come along and watch the game on Sunday?
Yeah, it's one thing watching the World Cup. You see so many stars and so many players on show from different nations, but it's nice to see them up close and personal. And in women's football, the players are all very approachable. It's not like it can be in the men's game, and I think it creates a different atmosphere, a much more friendly atmosphere, a much more happy atmosphere to be involved in. It's not as intense maybe as in the men's game and at big venues, but it's certainly one that's I think helps the public get involved in the game and in the sport. And I think it's also the fact that we need more people to come and watch games. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to come and watch a game, come and do it.